First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Levacharim, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ba'ashem, which means in the name of. Yahweh Shai is the name of the only begotten Son, who was sent to deliver the children of Israel from their sins. Ba'ashem Chakadash means in the name of the Holy Spirit, the volume of the book, Spirit of Truth. Shalom, Levacharim, peace to the elect. That's the men, women, and children whose names are written in the book of life. All right, who's going to be delivered in these last days and be covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai, who atoned for the sins of the elect of the nation of Israel, to be exempt from judgment, to be exempt from the persecutions, or not, I shouldn't say persecution, to be, to overcome the persecutions, okay, that's to come. All right, because as the scriptures, as is written, the devil knowing that he have a short time coming down with great wrath, seeing that he have a short time, right? And being that is the time that we're living in right now, you have a lot of information leaking out as far as top officials, in regards to top officials. You got the thing with Governor Cuomo, right, being accused of sexual assault, and then also too, the Republicans are firing back. Okay. I think Cuomo's Democratic, but nevertheless, it's showing you the more and more division between the kingdom known as America, aka Babylon the Great, city of great confusion. All right, and you got the Republicans firing back and bringing out how Biden, the young girl who was 8 at the time, Biden rubbed on her nipple. So these Edomites are a bunch of freaks and weirdos, but yet, you scroll down, you see, R. Kelly, the legal marriage between him and Aaliyah, they bringing that out. See, this devil, he has a lot of nerve, man, but it's all spiritual too. The Most High setting up the show, all right? But you're seeing that the nations are getting ready to be divided. All right, I won't be surprised if the shit with Biden just goes up under the rug again, because it's clearly video evidence, and they talk about how there's screenshots of tweets of the accusation of Joe Biden being a sexual predator, man. All right, and this is all setting the stage for the NDAA as well, to not being able to speak against the hierarchy, man, not being able to speak up against the president or top officials in the country, which is going to lead to 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, where they should not regard their kings nor princes. Okay, the course of actions shall stand in their power. All right, this is getting ready to unfold. All right, again, going back to the sexual assault thing. You got basically the Democrats and Republicans going at each other's neck, not just Democrat, Republicans, just, these officials in general, right? And the other thing is, you have Biden coming up against mainly Texas and Florida, because they don't want to force the vaccinations. And according to the numbers, Joe Biden said 1/3 of the sprout of the COVID in the past X amount of time or what have you is because of he said 1/3 of it. 1/3 of the new cases is in Texas, is coming out of Texas and Florida. Who's to say that's true? Who knows? I don't know. But the stage is being set for a civil war. Okay, that's what's coming. All right. You got the Joe Blow, 6-pack Edomite, who's not going to go down without a fight. All right, then you got, Jake being roused up as well in these circumstances, right? Because really, in all reality, they're doing all this stuff to pick at you Negroes, all right? Because these Edomites are going to get off. But when it comes to Bill Cosby, when it comes to R. Kelly, when it comes to the Judite man, first and foremost, he's held at the highest court, all right? From shit that the R. Kelly, that was back in 1994. All right? Joe Biden got recent videos of him caressing young little girls, and it just goes unnoticed. Okay? But again, this is the stage being set. These Edomites want to, like the scriptures tell you, that they want to show themselves to be the Most High. Okay? Why? Because the Most High is exempt from judgment. You can't hold the Most High at court. And that's what these Edomites are doing. All right? The whole situation with Kamala Harris and that whole, Pizzagate and the top judge, the Supreme Court judge who was supposed to actually, prosecute, if you will, or, take that case. Family got shot up and killed in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Okay, which I'm from Piscataway, New Jersey, which is about 2 towns over. So that was big news. Okay? But see, things like this just get swept under the rug. No one's talking about it. But see, we're living in a time where the scriptures tell you everything in the dark is going to come to light. All right? This world is going to be truly shown how dark it really is. And it's going to be shown through civil war, civil unrest. All right? So this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Meaning what? It's going to be brought down. We're living on the verge of the end of America. We're living at the end of America. All right? It's already reached its apex. Look, all these accusations, more accusations are going to come out. Okay, more wickedness is going to be exposed. All right? That's why the scriptures tell you that her sins have reached unto heaven. Okay? The things that they're about to do, the things that they have done to exact their agenda, to bring forth their agenda, is about to get astronomically wicked. Okay? And it's going to, the minds of everyday citizens, all right, they're going to lose it. All right, people are going to be separated from their children. All right, they got this Delta variant, Lambda, all right, which are both Greek characters. All right, Delta going back really to the Hebrew. All right, Dalath means door. Okay, and then Lamad, all right, which means learn. Okay, basically they're saying that you see sheep to the slaughter, man. Once again, the word vaccination, the word, you say vaca in Spanish, if I'm saying it right. All right, I remember that. It means cow. What is cow? Cow is cattle. All right, but then you're going to have people like they're already talking about who have their minds already made up on not taking the devil's juice. Right? This is what their reports are. This is not my saying. I'm repeating what I heard on the news. Okay? So take it up with Fox and CNN and all that. Okay? This is what they're doing. All right? The pot is getting stirred up every day, more and more. People are at unease. All right? More people about to lose their jobs. You already seen basically you can't go in certain vicinities unless you have unless you got the BACA. All right? The border control is out of hand. All right, and then you got the Republicans down there, on the border, mainly Texas, where they saying, look, man, you talking about this, that, and the third. We can't go into a restaurant and all that, but you letting immigrants in. So the America's brewing up for a civil war, man. And I have to mention this because I believe this in the spirit. There is going to be some type of, I believe that there's going to be some type of invasion as well from China. All right, Korea, North Korea, basically like the movie Red Dawn, man. Okay? Because the people in America, even the soldiers, National Guard, they got conscience, man. They got family members. All right, so it makes sense that not only there will be some type of invasion, if you will, of China, all right, staged or not, Okay? Nevertheless, you got this whole thing with these robots, these drones. Basically, Satan's angels. See, the more and more Satan gets exposed, the more and more his mind becomes on the forefront, and we start to see what he truly has in mind. I was watching a video where they were talking about how Skynet from the movie Terminator, the first robot that they made, MIT, Massachusetts Institute for Technology, has the same patent. And New York NYPD bought a robot from MIT. That's a police dog. All right, they showed you in the newest RoboCop that came out, right? Over there in the Middle East, how they had, robotic devices fighting the war. They showed you that in the movie Terminator. Judgment Day. Okay? So, the leading up to the Third World War is going to be a lot of civil war. Okay? America, you got, you got the smaller individuals of the nation versus the bigger individuals of the nation. All right? The small fry versus the big fry, if you will. All right, let me go back. This is, and disciples were hungered. Whoa. Verse 25 again. Every kingdom against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So we're looking at the beginning of the downfall of America, okay? And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right, because America's influence is based upon the spiritual demon Satan, man. Babylon the Great. These different deities, all right? These different gods, different entities, different idols that's being pushed here in America that people are hooked to and they don't even know it. All right? The people in America are being influenced and swayed in a particular mind frame to where it's going to lead to your destruction. And Esau Edom knows that. Okay? Let me get this. I'm not going to make this long at all. Just putting this out there because, there's a lot of, I was shocked to hear on the radio that they actually talking about those videos of Joe Biden caressing them little girls. If the mainstream media is talking about that, and then you got CNN ducking it, what's next? Because typically, regardless, democracy or not, dictatorship or not, when you speak up against the leaders, there's typically repercussions for it, especially at this magnitude. And we know that the cabinet that's in office right now is extremely demonic. All right? So things is about to get real dark, hot, and heavy out here. Okay? This is the book of, in the rest of the world, especially our people. Matter of fact, the same day you had the announcement of in New York City that you can't go into public places without showing your records for showing that you had the vaccination, right? The same day you had the Locks versus Dipset. It's just like that thing just went out the window. And then the thing is, you see over there in Greece, over there in Egypt, over there in all those different places, the Eurozone, where those people are they're already in the street. But here in America, the people are so docile, it's just like nothing's happening. But it's going to be a boiling point. All right? To where the pot is going to run over. Okay? The water is going to run over. This is the book of, I don't know where I'm going. 2 Ezra chapter 15, I'm going to start at verse 10. Behold, my people has let us flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right, because when the slaughter comes, that's going to be the prequel to the salvation that's to come. That's why Yahushua said, when you see these things draw nigh, look up for your. He said, when you see these things come to pass, look up for your salvation draweth nigh. Okay? Let me jump down. Oh, and then they were talking about, I forget where it was. No. What's her name? Steve Jobs' wife, right? His widow, saying that, vaccinators, if you're not vaccinated, you shouldn't be able to fly. That's next. All right? Heavier quarantines. All right? This is what they want to do. This is all a part of the agenda. It's not like, things got better and then all of a sudden it got worse. No, they're forcing the people into submission. 2 Ezra 15 and 17. Let me go back up. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight up against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into the city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right, man? And we coming in that time, man. All right, Esau done rock the people to sleep, letting people go back out, have a good time, party, right? But you see what they saying by September, which the word September, right? It's all spiritual, sept, right? That's where you get the word separate, right? They're gonna do that's when they're really gonna start to do their marking. Okay, they're going to start doing their separation, okay, because, look, school, or the kids going to have to get vaccinated, the kids got to wear masks now, all of a sudden. Now they're going to see what parents is going to allow it, what parents are going to allow them to come to school, right? Now, the jobs, right? If you work at a particular job and they tell you to come back in, but you got to take the vaccination, you like, nah, I'm not taking the vaccination, therefore I'm not going to work, then they're marking you. You see what they say, September. All right? Which is, again, goes into separation, sept. All right? That's pretty much the point. But I'll read verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Yeah, because Esau Edom is not having pity. It's either get down or lay down with this man and his agenda. All right? It says what? And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right? And this is the leading up towards the hour of temptation. Okay, that's what it all boils down to, the hour of temptation. That's why I said this is really all these things are being done to target you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, whether you can see it or not. This is the reason behind this whole doing, because they know that you are the children of Israel, and if they put in their mind they put us into subjection, then they'll be able to rule. But according to prophecies, that's not going to happen. And that's why you have the rising of the 7,000 men that shall not bow their knee to the image of Baal. And then you have the following of the multitude of followers that are going to follow those men and follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes. And I'm going to close on that. Call Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem Kakwadash. Shalom.